Okay, okay. I will try Roadie, even if it's one offer today. I don't know, we're just getting started. Greetings, I have a Roadie assignment and we're on a brand new 17 Pro Max, iOS 26, fresh everything. So we should be moving, it should be fast, snappy, but I'm actually already experiencing glitches on Roadie. As someone who is launching their own app called Shiftmates, we've already hit glitches and stuff, so I get it. That's part of the process. We'll get that all ironed out. Don't worry, let me try again. This phone is super fast versus that basic Android that I was using, and then even my 11 Pro Max, it was time. So you want to know, is it driving for Roadie worth it? My name is Mike. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. I got this CVS. It is like $8+, not even a mile. It's like 0.6 miles basically. Now I have to drive there. That doesn't really make sense, but I kind of want to ignore that right now. I just want to see how is the Roadie pickup and drop off process. Because I've done like all of these gig apps, including Roadie, but it's been forever since I've done Roadie. So it says front checkout line, not pharmacy. That is important because Roadie does have like more pharmacy drop-offs. So you will see that on their platform. Scan the labels and confirm item count matches. Why would you even try this gig platform, right? Why not stick with something that's bigger? Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Uber Eats, right? Even Grubhub is like bigger than Roadie. Well, this is a filler app. So it's gonna fill in your shift to hopefully keep you busy. Give you some other options, but I hand selected this one. So that's kind of what you wanna do with these filler apps. You can try it, see what offers, like how many offers they do send you, and then hand pick the margin strategy, like cherry pick the best offers. I saw a new feature on Roadie. It's this add gigs button. So, you know, on like other platforms like Uber Eats and DoorDash, they just send you add-on offer to, I think this guy's trying to move over. Yep. There we go. So the other apps will automatically send you an offer. This is opting in to add-on offers basically. It says like, hey, if we can send you, careful, New Jersey. Anyway, the app's like saying, hey, if we can send you an offer that's along the route or like in addition to the route, an add-on offer, we will. I kind of like it. It's just basically saying if you're open to more offers. Oh, it's pandemonium down here. I mean, not really, it's just a lot of traffic. Talk about 4 p.m. on I don't even know what day of the week it is. I don't even know. We're just getting lost nowadays, folks. But I'm getting into this right lane and I have to immediately get over into the left lane, at least eventually. That's gonna be impossible. Maybe not. Sped up, love to see it. Okay, after this guy. There's our spot. So you gotta creep out a little bit. Oh, there's no way I'm gonna make this light. So the pickup process, went to the front, said, hey, I got a pickup. They said, what's the name? You do have to tap on the screen as I'm showing you here. Of course, I'm removing any identifying info. Then it pulls up the customer's name, just said the name. And then he got the pickup, scanned it out on his end, and then he was able to hand it over to me, where I in turn, can I, nope, they don't wanna let me go, all right. Yeah, this person doesn't wanna let me go either. There we go, after this guy. There's our space. We did make the light. Other than that, yes, okay. It says near delivery location. Once you're at the location, indicate that you've arrived. I just got a pickup. But the delivery, once I had it, I had to scan it out, as you see here. And then it says take a picture, like showing the location, I guess, you know, where you're at. So I just took a picture with me holding the bag, you know, leaving the CVS. So it'll ask you to confirm that the pickup is complete, and then we're off to make the delivery. So it shows you the address, it shows you information, and I tapped on navigation, that's basically it. So let's see how the drop-off process goes. But I'm delivering to like apartments right there. That's where I'm delivering to, but there's no parking there. So that's why you gotta know the market. If you turn down here, you're done, because you have like no parking there. Drop-off done. Yeah, it's right down there. I found a few spots I could maybe have squeezed in to park, but we're good. So here's the drop-off process. You just basically follow the prompts, like most of these gig apps you're probably familiar with. So it says customer's name, address, and then all deliveries must be made immediately following the pickup. Match the order number under barcode labels with each bag. You know, just deliver the right box, package, whatever, etc. Alert! This order can be left unattended and does not need to be returned if the customer is not home. Do not add any stickers, notes, or any items not provided by CVS to the package. Perfect, because, you know, apartment, a lot of these doors are locked, so I could leave it right at the front. Decline that one. We're on DoorDash now, by the way. Actually, we got a Grubhub too. Ho-ho! $4.23 for 5.7. No. Hold on. Okay. So, well, that's nice. So I left it at the front. There was a bunch of other deliveries there, as you can see. It says initiate drop-off process, indicate where you left it. Decline this DoorDash. You take a picture and then you mark complete delivery. So really, my kind of verdict on this quick run on Roadie, it's a little bit more detail, like on the offer screen, like they tell you more stuff. But actually the order process, should we do this one, 750, 3.8? I think we can get a little bit better. It's not bad. It is not bad. So yeah, they're giving you a little bit more detail, instructions, info, what have you. It does make the screens a little bit cluttered, which I don't like. 1175, 8.3. See, we're getting offers, but I mean, you'll get used to it eventually. You'll get used to where to look and this and that. We're talking about, did the pay make sense and was it easy enough to do? It was. It was super easy to do. Like, yeah, I had to drive there, so like consider that. It's not far, but still. But don't leave this video yet. Let's knock out a little bit more driving, multi-apping on different gig apps now. We've done Roadie, and let's see what we get next. All right, I just got something. $2 a mile, almost $10 a delivery, a stacked order on Grubhub. I like it. Now it's going back to the Strip District where I literally just was. So there's that. But still, like, we know the miles, we know the pay. Let me squeeze by here. So it should be all right. Seems like a good offer. Now you do really have to know what's realistic. Like right now it's a rush hour. You gotta know realistically how long is it gonna take you to get places. Oh no, this row's closed. No way. I think we can go this way. Let's go this way. Oh, this is, both ways are backed up because of that construction. Anyway, it's supposedly a good offer if I can get there in, like, you know, the predictable amount of time. So $19+ stacked offer. You know, I actually did submit to this one on Roadie as well. So I saw this $8+, again, another single mile delivery. So I could have done that. I could have gone back in Oakland and taken another one. But what I don't like, here, pay attention to this if you're thinking about Roadie. What I don't like is it takes up to 15 minutes to approve if you're the right courier or not, or the chosen courier, we'll say. So I don't, like, I saw these offers coming in and I wanted to take this one because I can get started immediately. Versus Roadie's like, well, let's see if you're gonna be the chosen courier or not. There's a bit more traffic than I thought. It's a Thursday, by the way. I looked. 447, welcome back to the Strip. I have the two. I have Ironborn Pizza and I have Shake Shack right here. So by now, it should be ready. Let's see. So I didn't need that massive pizza bag. So I'm carrying that, and then I'm carrying my 2 regular DoorDash bags. So I put it in the regular hot and cold bag, but then I'm just carrying, like, you know, the huge pizza bag that's now empty. Kind of a pain. Second order, Shake Shack, was it ready? Considering the traffic, you know, getting here. Yes, yeah, I was ready. So I'm all set. You have to individually confirm, of course, each one, mark it as picked up, mark it as leaving, and then arriving at the next restaurant, pick it up, mark leaving, and now we're on our way to these drop-offs. And guess where I'm going for the drop-off number 1? I'm yo-yoing back and forth today, right back into Oakland. Super busy. Yep, it's rolling into 5 p.m. rush hour. It's gonna be wonderful. No difficulties parking at all. You know what? There's 0 parking on the right side of the road that I'm gonna go down. So you see this spot right over here? I'm gonna take this spot and walk. It's gonna take another 2 or 3 minutes, but I don't know if there's any parking down. Yeah, that road, if I turned left there. And I'll bring you with me. We'll see how long it takes. Yeah, because I don't think there's any parking if I made a left here, and there's not any parking going down the road where my delivery's at. All right, let's see how far this walk's gonna be. It's not too far, it's right down there. And that was a mistake. There's parking here. There's a no parking sign. Noted, there's pay parking here. Well, that, honestly, over here wouldn't have saved me any time. But there was no parking. Going down that road, I was delivering to a dorm. But I saw 3 cars and a mailman with their 4-ways on, half on the curb, and they weren't impeding traffic. Because as you go down that road, it narrows a bit and you cannot even really do that. I got my steps in coming back up that hill here in Oakland, and I am surprised. I'm being quoted 23 minutes, and you can see why. Rush hour traffic, I'm just gridlocked. There's a huge truck blocking the green light now. Hey, let's take a second. I still have 12 minutes to talk about something I typically don't talk about. It's when you get frustrated or stressed when you're driving. Surprisingly, you may not see it, but I get frustrated with traffic, with accepting an offer, and it turns out to be like a bad offer because of delay or something. And then I think like, oh, I shouldn't have accepted that offer. You know, I talk about controlling the controllables because we don't know how often customers are going to order that day. Even the companies themselves say that. Like, we have a general idea when it's going to be busy. So there's that, right? Order volume. But then delays at restaurants, problem customers, finding the destination, accessing the destination, problems on the road, traffic. Like, look, I've been doing this stuff a long time, 10 years, and I get frustrated. And you just have to remember, like, listen, control the controllables. There's gonna be traffic. There's gonna be problems. Try to let it roll off you. And I have been there. I have been like flat broke where I've needed every single cent. So that's when I was the most stressed. I was like freaking out because I needed every cent. I didn't want any delay because I needed to make like more money literally to pay rent. So that's just a reminder. Like, I get it. Just try to let things roll off of you if you can, to not be too agitated, you know, when you're on the road. I'm gonna try to squeeze by right here like that person did, if I can. There we go, very nice. See, something worked out. Delivery done, leave a door, that was easy enough. Now Grubhub, they're doing what Uber Eats, I mean, they all do it, but Uber Eats kind of does it more. They were sending me offers as I was finishing that assignment, so I wasn't quite done yet. I was approaching, and they kept sending me offers, but they weren't worth it. Just like this $19 12-mile offer on DoorDash. So once that's done on Grubhub, you go back online, we multi-app. So we have Grubhub. Oh, you know what? I don't know if you heard that. That was Skip Cart. Oh, you know what? Let's, yeah. Let's do, this is my first catering offer. Yeah, it looks good. Let me see what this Grubhub was going to be. Yeah, not comparable. So let me go offline. So when you're multi-apping, once you accept something you like, just go offline with that. Skipcart did send me something. $13.82 for 6.3. So let's decline that one because we already accepted one. I always mark order as too small in the hopes of getting a higher paying offer. So this is going to be my first catering run. And honestly, for a catering run, it says $15.61. I would have liked a little bit more pay, especially for, yeah, 3.8 miles. Quoted to take like 18 minutes. That's all fine. But for catering, maybe a touch more. So let's go do my first ever, yeah, this is my first catering run on DoorDash. Aren't you glad you stayed to this part of the video? If you're glad, put, I'm glad I stayed for this part of the video in the comment section. Help that engagement. Actually, it does help if you could. And like the video, consider subscribing. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. Check out our new app, ShiftMate. Yes, we have some glitches, but that's as expected. You're an early adopter, thank you. You can try it for free. Don't worry, we'll get everything ironed out there. Let's go see, how much stuff am I gonna get? Is it gonna be like straight up, I need my catering bags, like that much stuff? Or is it just gonna be like 3 regular bags of food? It just happens to be a little bit more food. You see that? I got super lucky. Someone was leaving. It's packed. I got the 15-minute parking spot. So it was a little food court thing. I just asked a guy, I'm like, where do I do the pickups? Because each little, restaurant thing has their own pickup, but not necessarily for delivery. They did have a rack. I'm just trying to back out here. Now there's a big bus coming. I can't really back out because he'll be in the way. And this car. This is why this lot has attendants to help with this, because I need room to back up. After this guy, we're good. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, 12 minutes. Oh, how much was the catering? Like, how much stuff was it? Guesses? How much stuff was my first catering ever assignment on DoorDash? So here's what I did. Again, this is why this all works together. So it's a good place to subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you, by the way. Been doing this a while here on YouTube, so thank you. You can click on that offer, right, on a lot of these apps, and it expands what's in the order. So I did that. I'm like, okay, is it like, 6 family-sized trays of food? I don't know. And it just said salad and poke. So I figured, okay, that's not gonna be a ton of stuff. So I opted to bring both hot and cold bags, my regular DoorDash ones, versus the actual catering bag, and it was perfect. All this is 2 bags of food. I mean, arguably, not really even a catering amount. And speaking of, I did get an offer for McDonald's for $10+ for, I think it's like 3.8 miles or something. So that one I will take. Let me get ready with my sunglasses because it is, yeah, it is sunny out right now. There's a photo shoot going on with a family full-on posing in front of the Phipps Conservatory. That's really nice. All right, what you're looking at is Oakland again. I did not realize it was this McDonald's. The McDonald's that's on the University of Pittsburgh, and there's thousands, tens of thousands of students. And that McDonald's gets really busy. I walk in there, it's right around the corner there. I walk in there, every little virtual kiosk is taken, every table is taken, and there's people waiting as well. I'm like, oh man. Now they're calling out numbers, but that's for people like actually ordering. That's a weird barrier because you can go to the left or right of it. Okay. That's not the number they're going to call out for us though. It was like order 179, order 180. Your McDonald's order is going to be a series of letters and numbers, and they need the last like 3 or 4. I told him the last 3. So he's calling one out, and then as soon as you make eye contact friendly, I said, hey, do you have order number this, this, and this? Because there's separate orders that were sitting behind him, not on the pickup counter, that were to-go orders, and it was ready. And done. Drop off, contact list, fine. So how did I think it went today? Let's enter it into ShiftMate. Before we do that, Let's talk about the Roadie and everything that happened today. We multi-apped well today. Roadie, DoorDash, and Grubhub, I believe. I think the pay was okay. I think it was like $17, $18 an hour. The pay per mile was good. So what happens if your hourly is a little bit lower, but your mileage pay is a little bit higher? That just means that it wasn't like busy enough volume-wise sending you offers. So the ones that you did pick were good. It's just you didn't get like repeatedly enough high-paying offers. So not necessarily a bad shift because we were efficient with the vehicle, but if you have both, you're efficient with your time and the vehicle. And obviously we want to be efficient with both. But backing up to Roadie though, what do you think of Roadie? It was pretty straightforward. I've done other Roadie offers, it's the same thing. It's all pretty straightforward. The user interface just looks a little bit different. And that catering offer, that was brand new as well on DoorDash. Was it really enough to be a catering offer? Especially with the pay, like the dollars to mile payout and stuff, but at least I did it. So let me know your thoughts on Roadie, on DoorDash catering, and multi-apping as well down below in the comments.